On July 11, he'll be standing across from him.
You've had some brilliant highs, celebrated by many. Had some very public lows, headlines that might even make you cringe a little bit, and even your fans. What have you learned through the lows about yourself?
You know, fame has its pitfalls. You better move carefully in this world, for sure, probably even more so now. I've taken a lot of lessons in my life, and, you know, it's just about self-discovery, studying yourself, learning triggers. You know, I find myself even now still in a fight with an old version of me or old ways that don't serve me, and, you know, new ways and a new version of me, the new me. So I still find myself in this balance. Right now,
That's both as a...
The predictions are finally starting to shift. Many fans favor Max Holloway right now, mostly because of his recent activity, but Paddy Pimblett sees it completely differently. He believes the real difference is the weight class. Fighting at 170 pounds gives Conor McGregor a massive power advantage. If Conor lands just one clean shot early, everything changes instantly. Everything changes in one single instant. But the undeniable truth is that Max Holloway is really just that much younger. Absolutely right.
Everything could change in an instant.
Well, the thing is about Max Holloway is, like, Max Holloway...
Incredible time inside the octagon. Then Conor doubles down, claiming he holds the advantage in speed, power, fight doubles down, opponentslay, fight IQ, conditioning, and even freshness. It's one of his boldest statements yet, and if he can back it up on fight night, the entire conversation around his comeback could change instantly.
Max Holloway is completely ignoring the trash talk. Instead of getting emotional, he is welcoming the disrespect. According to Max, if talking helps Conor reach his ultimate form, he wants exactly that. We know fans are underestimating McGregor right now. People only read the headlines. They completely miss the brutal work happening behind closed doors. But here is where it gets interesting. Max is preparing for the healthiest, sharpest, and most dangerous version of Conor. Now prepare yourself for the ultimate twist. Because Max made a massive promise. He stated clearly that even if peak McGregor shows up on July 11, he is absolutely confident he will do exactly what he came to do inside that octagon. Conor McGregor is not just predicting victory, he is entirely dismissing the comparison. Conor argues against Max Holloway and his incredible time inside the octagon. McGregor doubles down on this. He holds the ultimate advantage in speed, power, fitness, and pure Conor-ness.
He's young.
That much younger than Conor.
He's not.
But the thing is, Max has been in constant high-level competition the entire time. Won the BMF fight, beat Dustin, like constant high-level competition.
That's right.
It's a different thing.
And I honestly believe him at 155 is the best thing for him.
Max Holloway is an expert at fighting 5 rounds. He is 170 pounds, and you are not going to knock him out. Sean O'Malley is not letting emotions influence his prediction today. He is looking purely at the matchup. Sean believes Conor McGregor's 5-year absence is a major issue. McGregor is facing a fighter who thrives in long and high-paced battles. Ring rust could become a serious problem. Sean admits Conor always has knockout power, but he believes Holloway's experience and relentless pace will make all the difference.
Everything could change in an instant.
Well, the thing is about Max Holloway is, like, Max Holloway...
Really?
It's going to be dangerous for Max early, though. Listen, me and Conor aren't exactly friendly. But what I'm saying is, so I'm not saying this from a perspective of we're friends and we're buddies. He was a 2-weight division champion. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, he made all this money and all the rest of it. But the man's the most powerful tool.
Yeah.
And the guy that was there, all right, granted, it was a long time ago, 2016. But if the motivation's strong enough, he can come back and look really good. And yeah, he was flipping out.
Conor McGregor claims his absolute toughest fight never happened inside the octagon. It happened entirely within himself. He spent years battling old habits. He had to rebuild his discipline entirely from scratch. He is transforming both mentally and physically. The returning fighter is not the exact same man fans remember. He is much more than a fighter now. He is a completely changed human being. We see a sharper and highly focused version today. He is absolutely determined to prove everyone wrong. But here is where it gets interesting. Experts confidently state this reinvented McGregor will be extremely dangerous early on. He will absolutely dominate the early rounds. One massive question still remains for us. Will this new Conor complete his ultimate comeback? Or will Max Holloway shut it down once and for all?
That could change instantly.
What is your guys' pick for that, realistically, Holloway, McGregor?
Oh, dude,
And don't pick with emotion. I'm talking MMA math.
Dude, 170 pounds. You haven't fought in half a decade. If the fight was 3 rounds, I would think, God, the Conor's got a good chance. I mean, he may still have a good chance, but you're half a decade sitting out, and then you're going in there Max Holloway, who's an expert at fighting 5 rounds.
Michael Bisping believes fans are making one huge mistake. They are writing Conor McGregor off way too early. But here is where it gets interesting. Max Holloway faces real danger in the opening rounds. We all know Conor has that early power. His strikes have always been fight-changing. Bisping points out something crucial. Motivation can bring great champions back to life. And from what we are seeing, Conor looks fully committed to this camp. He is taking it seriously. If that is true, Max is in trouble. He is facing a far more dangerous opponent than we expect. Do not count Conor out just yet.
Really?
It's going to be dangerous for Max early, though. Listen, me and Conor aren't exactly friendly. But what I'm saying is, so I'm not saying this from a perspective of we're friends and we're buddies. He was a 2 weight division champion. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, he made all this money and all the rest of it. But the man's the most powerful tool.
Yeah.
And the guy that was there, all right, granted, it was a long time ago, 2016. But if the motivation's strong enough, he can come back and look really good. And yeah, he was flipping out at Max the other day in that interview.
Did you see that?
But he was playing the game. He was promoting the fight, hyping it up big time, and he looks good, you know, like he looks like he's training and taking the camp seriously. And if he is doing that, I'm telling you.
Michael Bisping believes this matchup is incredibly close. Many fans are completely misjudging the reality here. We must give massive credit to Max Holloway. He has remained active against the absolute best. Meanwhile, Conor McGregor has been on the sidelines. Holloway brings a relentless pace and incredible striking combinations. His durability makes him incredibly dangerous. But here is where things get really interesting. Bisping sees clear reasons why we cannot count Conor out. Moving up to 170 pounds will heavily benefit McGregor. He will carry devastating power without a draining weight cut. Max holds the clear advantage in volume and non-stop rhythm. However, one crucial category still belongs entirely to McGregor. That category is pure fight-ending power. That famous left hand has ended countless fights before. If McGregor connects cleanly early on, the entire fight will shift instantly. The momentum will completely flip in mere seconds. Conor McGregor says his toughest opponent is not Max Holloway at all. It is actually his former self. He admits he is still fighting himself every single day. But here is where it gets interesting. Conor believes these daily struggles have transformed him. They have made him mentally stronger and far more disciplined. This massive comeback is about much more than just winning a single fight. It is about proving that McGregor has truly changed. If that is true, Max Holloway is facing a completely different beast. We will see a far more focused and dangerous McGregor than anyone expects.
Can he be that sharp? Can he be that good with his timing? I don't believe he'll ever be that good again. But can he still have great timing, still be sharp, still have a good eye? 100%. I still think he's going to be able to hit Max. Max has got a great chin. I think he's going to have to rely on his chin a little.
Alexander Volkanovski absolutely denies that Conor McGregor is the fighter he once was. But we are not writing him off today. Volkanovski admits Conor remains sharp and highly dangerous. He can still land clean shots with his trademark timing. But here is the big reveal. Max Holloway has evolved his game entirely. Max is no longer just a volume striker. He is far more defensive now. Holloway is much harder to hit with the big shots. The exact shots that once defined McGregor.
Expect.
July 11th, which incidentally is 3 days before Conor McGregor's 38th birthday, okay? Not an old man, but certainly not a spring chicken by any accounts, and certainly when it comes to professional fighting. Now, you could argue that he's had 5 years away from the sport, which is true. That's 5 years of not having the wear and tear. That's 5 years of not going through training camps. 5 years of not getting punched on the face, taken down, choked out, all that kind of stuff. The wear and tear, he hasn't been going through that. The man's made an absolute fortune in and outside of the cage, so he hasn't had to do that. He's been
Expect.
July 11th, which incidentally is 3 days before Conor McGregor's 38th birthday, okay? Not an old man, but certainly not a spring chicken by any accounts, and certainly when it comes to professional fighting. Now, you could argue that he's had 5 years away from the sport, which is true. That's 5 years of not having the wear and tear. That's 5 years of not going through training camps. 5 years of not getting punched on the face, taken down, choked out, all that kind of stuff. The wear and tear, he hasn't been going through that. The man's made an absolute fortune in and outside of the cage, so he hasn't had to do that. He's been chasing business ventures and enjoying himself outside of the octagon. Fair play to him. That is the life that he's built. But he's coming back, right? And Max Holloway, as we know, has been very